Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Political Vigilante. You know what you're doing? You're listening to Graham Elwood. That's who I am. Progressive Comedy Tour. We're coming to the East Coast in like 2 weeks. Ron Placone and I are doing the Progressive Comedy Tour. We each do 45-minute stand-up sets individually. We're not like a comedy duo. Come to the shows. June 12th, Washington, D.C. Lee Camp might be there. June 13th, Baltimore. Tim Black might be in D.C. or Baltimore. 14, 15, we're in Philly. Jeff Epstein from Citizens Media TV is going to be there. Going to be doing some MMT. June 16th, New Haven, Connecticut. June 17th, New York City. Jordan Sheridan might be there in New York City. June 19th, Boston. Go to grahamelwood.com for tickets. If you've never been to a Progressive Comedy Tour show, it's a blast. We do political jokes and regular stuff, and people always like, oh, I feel alone in my community. I'm a lone progressive. You come to a progressive show, it's like coming to a Jimmy Dore show. You meet other progressives. You come alone, you leave with a community of people in your town that you might not have known. You meet people there. We have organizations show up. The DSA shows up. Movement for a People's Party is at our shows. I mean, it's a way to get involved and have a great night out, and it's only like $15 in advance, $20 at the door. So buy your tickets because a lot of the venues are starting to sell out. And then you get to see graphics. I love technology. Another great way to support the show is you can go to rockfin.com/Graham Elwood. And for $10 a month, if you donate through my Rockfin page, I get credit for that and I get residual. And then you get all of the premium content from all of the Rockfin creators, and you get all of my shows ad-free. All my episodes that I put on YouTube, I put on Rockfin, you get those ad-free. And then also patreon.com/Graham Elwood is a great way. You can get early access to the podcast. You can get bonus audio, bonus video content. You can submit articles. You can do a Patreon, or you can do a video Skype or Zoom interview. And we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. And you can submit articles like Tim Stack did. Tim Stack has been supporting the show for many a year. And we appreciate it. So this was what happened. So Tim has been really keeping us up to speed on what is happening with the fracking in the state of Colorado and how the oil lobby has, bought the state legislature and everything. But they passed back in April a pretty amazing piece of legislation that gave the communities can pass their own laws. So what's happened in the new era of oil and gas regulation, Colorado communities waste no time in writing their own rules. Pro-industry forces watching closely for regulatory overreach. Because they're having, they've had explosions there, they've had contaminated water. And what happened is the people of Colorado, and again, Tim has given me a lot of stories to report this, have really gotten active. They started going to all their local town halls, and so they forced it. And they fought the oil lobby, and the oil lobby came hard. Oh, you're going to take away our jobs with all this regulation, right? They're playing that card, oh, regulation hurts the economy. Contaminated water hurts it more. Fracking earthquakes hurts it more. Trust me on that one. So Governor Jared Polis signed into law a sweeping bill giving cities and towns in Colorado new powers to regulate oil and gas drilling. Communities sitting atop the state's vast fossil fuel deposits are already looking at how to flex their newfound muscle. Here's what some of the cities started to do. Now, I always talk about this when we talk about Colorado or any other specific state. I talk about it because they can do this in your state. The oil lobby, one of you, Victor Templer, lives in Texas, sent me some stories about some pipelines through Texas. I'm going to show you a map from Oklahoma in a second here. So you see what the oil lobby, the power that they have, but also this is what the power of the people. This is what happens when you get involved on a local level. I talk about that repeatedly on this show. On a local level, you get this. You get to do Lafayette. just hours after the bill was signed, added another 6 months to its moratorium on drilling in the city. Just boom, put another 6 months on it. Broomfield next week will discuss temporarily banning new oil and gas wells while it mulls new rules on the industry. They're just jumping right in it. They're just jumping right in it. Protect your community. The oil lobby do not care. Trust me, the jobs aren't worth it. If your kids have contaminated water, if there's high rates of cancer, if there's earthquakes and explosions, are the jobs worth it? No, they're not. I think it's no holds barred for communities, said Joe Salazar, a former state lawmaker from Thornton who heads up the anti-fracking group Colorado Rising. The oil and gas industry has been abusive for a long time, and now communities are going to fight back. It's the dawn of a new era. And again, Tim Stack has been sending me stuff on this for 2 years. We've been covering this for 2 years, and this is like what happens when people get involved. This is a big victory. The oil lobbies are going to still keep fighting it, but eventually they're going to go elsewhere. The measure transfers much of the state's authority over oil and gas activity to local governments. It also fundamentally revamps the mission of the Colorado Oil and Gas Conservation Commission, the main regulatory body over energy extraction in the state, to prioritize public health and safety in permitting decisions and abandon the agency's traditional role of fostering energy development. So this Colorado Oil and Gas Conservation Commission, what happened, it was supposed to be like conservationism and let's see the environmental impact. Well, the oil lobby got control of it, and then they said, oh, yeah, it's drill, drill, drill. So now the people have basically gotten the power back. That's what's happened. The difficulty has played out in recent years in loud city council meetings, expensive and contentious ballot measures, rowdy Colorado Oil and Gas Conservation Commission hearings, and legal challenges that have ascended all the way to the Colorado Supreme Court as communities sitting in the shadow of oil and gas industry footprint have attempted to blunt the industry's impact. So let's go through this. Loud city council meetings. That means regular citizens like you showed up at city council meetings. Expensive and contentious ballot measures. People got involved on local ballot measures. When people are like, I don't vote. So this ballot measure is now giving the people of the state of Colorado more power over protecting their water and their land from the oil companies that just want to extract it and blow it up. Right? Rowdy commission hearings. Again, that means regular citizens like you showing up and getting involved. Legal challenges. That means donating money to legal funds. Right? Pushing it all the way to the Colorado Supreme Court. Because the community saw their water getting contaminated. But I want to show you what happens if you don't. Okay? I want to show you what happens. Here, so Oklahoma used to have 5 or 6 earthquakes a year. You can kind of see this. Okay, this is the, I'm going to bring this light down just so you can see this map a little better. Okay, so this is the earthquakes.ok.gov. So this is a government of the state of Oklahoma's earthquake map. You go click on it. 1980 through 89. Look at how many earthquakes. Very few. This is 80 through 89. 10 years strange. Not a lot of earthquakes, right? They get 5 or 6 a year. Unplug that. 90 through 99. Okay, a little bigger. Right? 2000 to 2009. Oh, it got a little bigger. Gee, what happened? What started happening then? Fracking. Boom. 2010. Boom. 2011. Boom. 2012. 2013. Boo. Ugh, look at that. 2014. Looks like a bomb went off. Look at all that in 2014. 2015. 2016. Were they getting drone striked? Did ISIS set up shop there? Look at 2017. 2018. 2019. 2019 is only 5 months old. Look at 2019 and look at a 10-year stretch in the 80s. There's 80 through 89. There's 5 months of 2019 has more than a 10-year period. Let's put them all together, kids. Boom, 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 pow, boom, bam. That's the last 9 years. That's what happens when you let oil, gas, pipeline, fracking companies take over your state. This is the state's map. This isn't like some hippie Sierra Club, World Wildlife Federation. This is the earthquake.ok.gov. This is a 10-year period, 9-year period, 9.5-year period. Look at all that. Look at that big, we're taking them all down. So you saw that big thing? Let's look at this again. Versus this 9-year period. So do what Colorado did, everybody. Do what Colorado did. And fight hard to save your state. You got to get involved. You got to get loud. You got to go to city hall. You can't back down. You got to know that the oil lobby is not going to play fair. They have more money than you, but there are more of you. There are more people that cared about the state of Colorado than the greedy oil lobby assholes. And that's how you prevent, if you don't want your state to have a bomb zone, then that's what you do. Like, subscribe, share the videos, everybody. Let people know. Share these videos, especially if they're trying to do fracking in your state. Show them that Oklahoma map. Bring that to your city hall meeting, your town hall meeting. Don't trust the oil companies. They do not have your best interest at heart. They don't care. They only care about profits. They don't care that the earth is collapsing. They don't care that they're blowing up Oklahoma. They don't give a damn. Okay? I care. You care. That's why you get involved. That's why you're watching your news here instead of, because is that map, did you see, has Chris Hayes or Sean Hannity or Rachel Maddow or any of those soulless jackasses put that map out there about fracking? It's kind of hard to show that map when then there's an ad immediately following that comes from Shell Oil or Exxon Mobil. Shell Oil, we're doing green energy. That's called greenwashing. They're spending pennies on green technology when they're still trying to extract oil. And they're pushing for the war in Venezuela and the war in Iran. So share these videos. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, even if you've hit it before. Watch the ads. When you click skip ad, I don't get paid. Support the show on any number of ways. There's a PayPal button that you can just donate on. There's Streamlabs. There's all these great ways to support the show. Thank you so much for watching.